Ooh. Oh God. Stop. Oh. Okay. I think we're good now. We might be. We're not. All right. We are now. Let's do it. It was a struggle today. Today was a struggle. Cameras wasn't working. For some reason, wouldn't connect. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry about the late start and the technical difficulties. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Rants About Tech live for this Wednesday, March 26th. We're flying through March. March came and seemed like it's going as soon as it came. But we're here and we're making it through it. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. We made it, everybody. We're on the downhill slope now. Downhill slope to the weekend. You guys can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. Good morning to the crew in the chat right now. I appreciate you guys being here early. Thank you for showing up. You could have been anywhere in the world today, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Like literally anywhere in the world. Today's internet age, you could have explored Jupiter with Meta like headbands. I said headbands, but the Meta, you know, the AR glasses. So yeah, I mean, thank you for being here. Just get to the thank yous real quick, and the people who are in the chat. Let's get the air horns going. Good morning to all. All's in the chat today. We got Dr. Nerdy Ninja, which I love that name. We got eInk in the building today, and BM and Mr. Aaron. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys for being here. Some exciting. Well, I say some exciting news. We got eInk news today, at least. I mean, this is an eInk channel essentially. Not a lot of eInk news though in the last month or so, but we got some news today. Now it's not. The timing is skeptical. The timing is skeptical, but we'll talk about that too. Before we do that, though, let's get to the happies. Let's get to the happies today. Today is, I think it's Happy Appreciate Your Cat Day. Or Show Appreciation for Your Cat Day. Let's get the right verbiage here. We got Respect Your Cat Day. Oh, show your cat some respect today. I feel bad because I threw Mila out of the room like twice. Mila came in here. She's an awesome cat. She's domesticated. I know some of you out there got undomesticated cats. You know who you are too. And you know who those cats are. If you got undomesticated cats, I feel for you. I got 99 problems, but an undomesticated cat ain't one. Actually, it is. I got 2 undomesticated cats in here. One domesticated cat, 2 undomesticated cats. She handles her own though. She battles those heathens like a pro. So don't worry about Mila. She's doing okay. She battles every day though. But I had to throw her out here a couple of times. So it's Respect Your Cat Day today. I should show Mila some respect and bring her in, but she's not at the door crying. So I guess until she starts banging at the door crying, then I'll let her in. I'll let her in today because it's Respect Your Cat Day. I'll respect her today and I'll let her in. But if not, then we're good to go. Good Hair Day, which makes me think of Becky with the good hair. A lyric from a Beyonce song a long time ago off the Lemonade album. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know. What is it? Good Hair Day. So I don't have a lot of hair, but I fancy myself as someone who has good hair. So I'm patting myself on the back today. Good Hair Day today. Independence Day in Bangladesh. Go Bangladesh. I like Bangladesh because I like saying it. Bangladesh. Where is Bangladesh? Is that it's a European country, correct? Yeah. Okay. All right. So Independence Day in Bangladesh. You guys get your rock on. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and try to get to the headlines today. All right, so what kind of headlines we got today? Judging from what I wrote down, it looks like we have. Oh, if I can get to it, I can. I can totally get to it. It looks like we have the Leaf 5 coming April 1st. So let's go ahead and check that story out real quick here. Now this I lifted off of Reddit. But I've seen it multiple other places as well. So it's probably not the Boox device people were hoping for. Oh, Bangladesh is in India. Oh, I totally got that wrong. I'm glad we got smart people in the chat. Chat 1, Rod 0. Thank you all. I appreciate you. So yeah, but I do like the way it sounds. Bangladesh is I just love that sound. So it's not the Boox launch people were probably expecting or hoping for in this case. It's a Leaf. It's a small e-reader coming April 1st. Let's see what we got here. Boox China will launch the Leaf 5 series on April 1st. For some reason, this product line skips the Leaf 4 naming. I've given up trying to understand companies in their product naming. I'm facing that dilemma myself, so I'm going to be careful and not do this. It's currently unclear whether the April 1st date is April Fool's joke or just a... See, that's where I was going. See, that's where I was going with this. The timing is suspicious. April Fool's joke or just a casual day intended to catch up with its competitor iReader, which recently released a 7-inch e-reader also equipped with a Carter 1300 technology. So I'm thinking, since they mentioned Carter 1300, that's what's going to be in it. It's a Carter 1300 panel in this 7-inch e-reader. Why? Not color though. Probably just black and white. Yeah. Probably just black and white. Okay. So yeah, so that's the deal. Now I thought this was suspicious because of the timing, of course. April 1st, April Fool's Day. I look for this trash every year. These people post these crazy tech like updates and whatnot. And then it'd be for April 1st, and it's like, oh, I forgot what day it was. I totally forgot what day it was. And then you get hit with it's an April Fool's Day joke. So I'm trying not to get hit with this. But the fact that they were talking about it before April 1st may signal that it's not an April Fool's Day joke. So we may get a new Boox product here. The Leaf 5. It looks like to be a 7-inch Carter 1300 black and white display. Probably buttons. Probably some buttons. I'm anxious to see if it's going to look like the Go Color 7. I'm anxious to see if it's a Go Color 7 without color and they're calling it the Leaf. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it could be because their naming convention doesn't indicate the size of the screen like a lot of their stuff does. So 4 and 5 definitely is not referring to the size of the screens. In the chat though on this particular subject, we got All at Sea says April 1st is the first day of the UK financial year, but I doubt that has anything to do with it. I mean, it's an interesting tidbit though. You never know. I mean, it is an interesting day, right? We got another product to talk about that some specs are coming about on April 2nd. We'll talk about here soon. But yeah, so that is the Boox Leaf 5 coming April 1st. Let's go on to the next story we got here, which is going to be talking about the Magic NotePad XP. Now, I get a lot of links, and I've been seeing a lot about this particular device online. I've read about it. I haven't dove like deep into it or anything to find out what the specs are, get nitty gritty with it yet. So I mean, I haven't been that interested yet to do that. But it's here, and I got another link this morning in the Discord about this particular product. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Where is this it? Yeah, this is it right here. Okay. So the Magic Notepad. Let's take a look at these specs here. We've talked about this once before on the live, but since it's gaining traction and it does seem to be some interest in the product, I figured let's talk about it. It's color, and it's not e-ink. I think that's the takeaway we came from last time we talked about this particular device. It's not e-ink. It's an X paper display is what they're calling it right here. Whoops. Here we go. My bad, you guys. It's X paper display is what they're calling it right here. I don't see anything big about this. So you guys tell me what's the draw to this device? What is it doing that other devices you feel like aren't doing, or what is it doing better than other devices if they are doing these things? You guys let me know, chat. I'm going to leave that there for the rest of the live as an open-ended question to anyone who wants to give me some information on the Magic Notepad. I'm also, it confuses me again. Anything that's named weird, just I don't know. It bothers my brain a little bit. The name of there we go. The XP Pen. It's the X paper. I get that. The X paper key. Okay, cool. And then we get the XP Pen Note app. Okay, never mind. It's that naming seems pretty decent. I can't argue with that too much. But anyway, if you guys do know tidbits about this particular device, throw them in the chat. What do you like about this device? What do you don't like about it? What's interesting about it? What's the hoopla about? Because I don't get it. I'm trying to figure that out. All right, so let's get into the chat before we head on to this. Sheen says, but did we need another 7-inch e-reader? No, we didn't. Sheen. This is not particularly exciting to me, but it is a book product launch, and people love Boox products, so I feel remiss if I don't talk about it. But yeah, it's not. We don't need another one. We don't. Dr. Nerdy says exactly. Can you say oversaturation? Yes. I'll keep my Kindle Scribe. Thank you very much. That's exactly what this feels like. That phrase kind of describes my exact sentiment. It's like, why? You know what I mean? If there's a why in here, I want to know, and then I'll critique it accordingly. But I don't know the why for this device yet. I really don't know the why. It can't beat an iPad. It can't beat a Supernote or a Boox platform product. What it reminds me of? This reminds me of the I think I said this the last time we talked about this, the DC-1, and how that was crappier than an LCD, but not as good as e-ink. This kind of falls into that category for me. But like I said, it's gaining a lot of traction. So our opinions on this is definitely not the mainstream opinion on this device, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next topic we got here, which is going to be the Bambu Labs H2D 3D printer. They got a new HD printer. This is interesting to me because we talked about this swapping nozzle situation, and this kind of has that. The last live stream we talked about why don't 3D printers have swapping nozzles, and we realized that they do. They're just too expensive for us to afford to buy. And this kind of falls into that category, but all right, so Bambu Labs. The Bambu Lab H2D. Rethink personal manufacturing, which this tagline right here is what got me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that tagline right there is what got me. Personal manufacturing. I perked up when I saw that. Oh, whoa, really? All in one machine does everything. Oh, do tell. Do tell. So what we got here is all-in-one personal manufacturing hub, revolutionizing accuracy, one order of magnitude higher motion accuracy. Oh, that's interesting. Dual nozzle. So this is the aspect of it that was interesting to me from the last live stream is that it has a dual nozzle setup. And it's not crazy. I mean, it's expensive, but not crazy. We'll talk about it. A dual nozzle functionality, flexibility, AI powered simplicity, 4 computer vision cameras, 36 sensors, 2 servo motors, united by sophisticated algorithm for your simplicity. Next gen filament management. I've never saw the, well, maybe it, oh, okay, never mind. Drying, feeding, and storage in simple pack. Okay, cool. Drying the filament is cool. Some filament absorbs moisture. So, and then it kind of ruins how it prints. Stringiness happens. No one wants that. No one wants stringiness. Anyway, so this keeping it in a controlled environment is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I keep mine in bags, but this is way better. This is Ziploc. This is way better than a Ziploc bag for sure. Endless possibilities of personal manufacturing. So the interesting thing about this for me, and this was in the Discord as well this morning. She threw this in there, and we're kind of on the same page with this 3D printing thing. So I'm not surprised to see her looking at this, and it caught my eye yesterday as well when I saw it. Yeah, 2 nozzles. It could be 2 different sizes. 2 different materials, right? Making printing multi-material products a little more seamless. What else we got here? Yeah, I saw a commercial. I saw a video where this guy created a bike seat. He created a helmet, which I don't know if I'd wear a helmet I created in a 3D printer and expected to save my life, but whatever. Cosplay costume, though. It would take forever to do this, but I could see it happening. And it also showed this guy using a piece of leather, and it did the stitching for the leather onto like the plastic that it printed. Super interesting stuff. Super interesting stuff. They showed the etcher. I don't know if it's a laser etching machine. Regardless, it's a lithograph. Is lithograph the correct word to use here? I think it's a lithograph. Anyway, it cuts. And that's what I need. Precision cutting. Precision cutting would be nice for me. Adhesive. Precision cutting adhesive will be nice. I don't want to use an art knife. I will though, and I have, and I am now, so whatever. Yeah, so this is the cool thing to me. Now, we all were like, these things are too expensive. The dual nozzle things are just too expensive for everyday use. This isn't bad though. So laser 10 watt and 40 watt, 455 nanometer laser for engraving and cutting. So it is laser engraving and cutting. Digital cutting, precise cutting on a variety of materials. I'm sure it could cut adhesive, right? What else we got here? Yeah, I'm sure it could cut adhesive. It's cutting metal and paper. Oh, that's cool. That's probably probably the state Mila is in right now, outside the door. Probably. That's cute. I like that. Cats do that when they're comfortable. When a cat does that, you know they're super comfortable. They ain't worried about nothing at all when their stomach is exposed like this. They ain't worried about nothing. But yeah, that was super cool. Super cool and interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video real quick. Kind of just show the actual machine. We won't look at the whole thing, but just to get a good motion look at the device
it's
here.
What defines us. But along the way, many of us stopped making things for ourselves. Now is the time to rediscover that spirit and bring back personal
Yeah, I haven't stopped making things myself. I never did.
manufacturing. So what exactly is a personal manufacturing hub? Well, that's me, the Bambu Lab H2D. And behind me are the Johnsons.
Yeah, that was super corny. Like the whole family's gonna be using a personal manufacturing hub.
Let me show you how they're realizing their personal manufacturing dreams. Hey, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
can print with 2 different materials simultaneously, rigid and soft. This means the saddle
So
can be
the
printed
dual,
as a
that's a
single
dual
piece
nozzle setup
with
there,
soft cushioning to
and they
press.
have like a little door that stops, the dripping from the nozzle head, which when if you've ever printed with TCL, no, is it TPU? No, TPU. If you've ever printed with TPU, then you know the drip is real. I would love a little thing that stopped the drip.
Simultaneously, rigid and soft. This means
Wait,
it
hold
moves
on. Let's take a look at it.
I can
See that
print
little
with 2
arm?
different materials.
You know what I'm saying? It stops the drip right there. That's what I want. They should just have that on all machines. Just give me an arm. Or you know what? I'm sorry. The drip is happening for me when it's going from one part to another part. So there would be no time to kind of cover the nozzle. I guess it's super helpful in here when a nozzle just won't be used at all to stop it from dripping. Very cool. Okay, anyway, TPU, man, that stuff's hard. It's not physically hard. It's just hard to work with.
Print with 2 different materials simultaneously.
But I think that's very
and
cool.
soft. This means the saddle can be printed. As
This
a
was
single
cool
piece
too. I
with
thought
soft
right here, this
cushioning built
chainmail
right in.
thing right here.
Hey Mel, can you give me a hand?
I'll see what I can do.
The costume is going to need a large piece of chainmail, even bigger than the printer bed. How do I deal with these tricky supports?
Don't worry about removing support and size limitations. You can fold your chainmail design into layers, allowing
Wow,
you to print an extra large chainmail all at once.
that's super cool. I've learned a lot about supports in 3D printing lately. Let's talk about this for a second. We'll get back to this. But I learned a lot about 3D printing lately and supports while we're on the topic of supports right here. And supports is what makes this particular folding of that chainmail possible. And I found that supports can give you a more accurate print. Case in point, we'll talk more about it when I get to the Manta Spine here. Actually, we're going to talk about the Manta Spine right after this. So we'll talk more about it when we get to the Manta Spine. But I'm telling you, supports are really helpful. They're messy, right? I never wanted to use them, but for a couple reasons, and I'll explain why. The supports came in super handy, and I'll actually go and let's go try. Oh, this has supports. My bad. This has supports. I gotta get another one. We gotta get one that didn't have supports. Oh, I think all the ones that didn't have supports are broken. All right. So I don't have an example for a print without supports to compare it to a print with supports, because as soon as I learned how good supports made your prints, I just started using the supports with stuff I was printing. But it definitely gives you better adhesion to the bed, what is it called? The bed. It's a bed. It gives you more adhesion to the bed, the print bed. And if you have any adhesion problems, right, it helps with that. And it helps for long items, structurally, like really thin, long items that it would, like just printing on top of it would probably wobble it. Having some supports at the bottom helps with that. But anyway, I think that's very cool. So supports are something that I'm learning a lot about. Printer settings is another thing I'm learning a lot about. I did a write-up in the Discord about printer settings. 2 printer settings that if you're not experimenting with and you're in the Discord and you have a 3D printer, go take a look at it. There are definitely 2 settings you should be taking a look at. They've improved my print quality tenfold. Without a doubt. All right, let's go ahead and back to this here.
Allow you to print an extra large chainmail all at once. Watch as the supports dissolve in the water.
How cool is that? You ain't even got to worry about the supports. Just watch them dissolve away, and then just dry it off. That's cool.
Ready for the finishing touches on this epic armor?
But these pieces have a lot of curves. Can you still engrave on them?
See that? even on curved surfaces, I've got it handled.
This leather
That's
will
cool.
strap the whole piece together.
See, the stitching right there
Looking
is
sharp, Timmy.
like, that will be super helpful for me for a lot of reasons that I'm dealing with right now. This machine it's looking really good. It's looking really good.
Don't forget who helped you crush the cosplay contest.
All right, the next part is just really run-of-the-mill stuff here. But that was interesting. I really like the dual nozzles. I really like the etching. I really like the engraving, even on curved surfaces. I like the stitching that it can do. I mean, I don't know how to sew. I don't even want to learn how to sew. So, bars early in the morning. You didn't think he's gonna get bars today, did you? You did. You just got them. But yeah, so let's go on to the next topic we got here, which is going to be Manta Spine. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Manta Spine, since we're talking about 3D printing and eInk and the like, which I don't know why it kind of goes hand in hand with me right now. What happened? That wasn't right. Okay. I want to show off a product that I'm feeling good about enough about to show. And I'm super happy with the way that it came out. And I think I'm going to start sending these out to get tested as far as feel and see what people think about them. I got a couple of people in mind already lined up to test this for me. But it's going to be good. I really do think it's going to be good. Anyway, what we got here is what I call the Manta Spine. So what is it? The Manta has, we'll show this. The Manta has some holes here. Well, you know what? I should have probably had this. Let's just show it right now. So the Manta has holes on the back side, and we'll show those in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and show the spine here real quick. Oh, the light in here. All right, so this is basically what I call a Manta spine. It covers the side of the Manta that has the holes. It basically adds a piece of plastic that has the same design for the prongs and the hooks that the Manta cover has. So it snaps into place in the middle here where the hooks are. It latches down, and it runs the length of the back until it gets to the curve here. Oh, there we go. Until we get to the curve here. I don't know why that's over. Yeah, that's a bright, but yeah. So you can see it stops before the curvature happens right here on both ends here. So it's super symmetrical. It feels good. This top layer right here is the material I was talking about. It's a softer material, TPU. Super hard to print with, but once I got the settings down, it was super, super nice and easy. So this thing does a couple things for me, and the reason why I like it, right? It covers the holes, right? It serves the purpose for covering the holes. And that's a functional thing right there. Another thing that it does is it covers the pogo pins as well. Another thing it does with that is it makes it look a lot neater, right? Like you don't see the busyness of the holes in the back here. To me, that just never looked as refined as it could. But when you put something like this on it, now it's a super refined look on the back end right here. I just wish the light wasn't so. It's a cloudy day. I'm not sure why I'm getting blown out right here. There we go. That's a little bit better right there. But yeah, so I'm loving it. So let's take a look at the finer detail here. All right, so it's curved and rounded right here. So when your hand comes across it, you don't really feel any jagged edge. It just feels really good. In case your hand comes all the way down there. My hand typically rests like right here. And in the curved nature of this, it's just all around rounded and curved right here. Can we see that? Somewhat. For some reason, it's super blown out right now. But for whatever reason, it's super rounded here. So your hand doesn't feel a rough edge like what was here without the Manta Spine. Let's go ahead and take this off so we can take a look at what it's like to put it on and off. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the chat because I kind of been I've been missing the chat really quickly. Exactly. Can you say over? Oh, there we go. Dr. Link or Dr. Nerdy, you already got that through there. The Rock says the Y it's an LCD Android tablet with a nano etch screen, so it's purpose built for pen use compared to smooth glass iPad tablet. Okay, I can get that. I get that argument. So we're talking about it having an etched glass. LCD Android tablet. So I guess the question becomes, are we more concerned about the qualities that eInk brings, or are we really just about the writing surface, right? I guess that's what this kind of argument this brings up. The iPad has this as well. It has nano etched glass to help the writing feel, and I got news for you. I tried it. It does not. You know what that nano etching does? One thing, stop glare. It does nothing for the writing feel. So I would be interested to see if their nano etching actually does something for the writing feel. You know who else has a nano etching? Remarkable on the new Remarkable Paper Pro. That actually adds some writing feel to it. So, there's an opportunity here. Okay. There's an opportunity here. Sheen says, I would die if I couldn't make. So I am all about this. Yes, I feel you. I'm the same way. I got to be making stuff. I was talking about that yesterday. Like, I'm a maker. I got to be making things. Yes, eInk layers. BM says, I want one of those. That's cool. It is cool. It's about $3,000. It's about $3,000 for that printer. And right now, the etching part isn't available, if you're thinking about this, guys. So this is something I'll probably consider more. I'll sell every printer I have in here to get this, because etching, like I said, I'm having adhesive problems. Not problems, but I would love a more elegant, cleaner way to cut adhesive to a precise form. Like, that would be super cool. All right, let's go back to the Manta Spine here. All right, so let's go ahead and take the Manta Spine off of here. So like any other thing you put on the Manta, it's hooked, so you have to unlatch it with this latch here and pull the hooks out. Now, the hooks are out now, right? But I have adhesive on here so that it keeps it from wobbling when your hand goes across it. So let's pull this out here. And here we got it. So perfectly shaped for the hooks and the prongs on the outside. It hooks perfectly with these hooks here. I had a problem with the hooks initially snapping off, and yeah, it's hell getting these clips out of your Manta if it happens. But what I did was I found a new inlay technique, again, settings in the printer, that does the inlay for all the parts in a more rigid way, or it beefs up the inlay so it makes the parts way more rigid. So these aren't going to snap off. They're way more secure. And the material that I'm using doesn't allow for snapping. It'll bend before it breaks, of kind of situation. So that's a problem I all but eliminated in this particular prototype right here. So no problems with the hooks. And as you can see here, I have I got some adhesive right here. I got a little bit right here. That's four points of adhesion, and one right here and right here. Right here is some adhesive. But that's pretty much what we have here. And like I said, I'm super proud of the shape and the design and the way that this came out. But we'll go ahead and put that back in here. Let's go ahead and show that. All right, so this way. Hooks face down. I learned that the wrong way many a times digging prongs out. Hooks pointing down. So we go ahead and put the hooks in there. Whoops. Let's go ahead and try that again. We go ahead and put the hooks in there. We go ahead and make sure the outside prongs are set. We snap this down. They snap into place. And I just run my finger across the top of it just to make sure all the adhesive points are maintaining. And bam. Perfect. It doesn't move. It doesn't wobble. It feels super comfortable in the hand. It makes things look super neat and refined on this end of the device, which I had a real big problem with for a long time. This solves all of those problems. This solves about 3 problems in one thing right here. And like I said, did I mention, it feels really good. It feels really good. So that's probably the biggest thing for me, is that it feels good. And it just hides the unsightly holes and keeps them from getting debris and dust and all that kind of things inside them, and protects the pogo pins. They're going to use those eventually. Eventually, they're going to use those. I think we talked about something they released a few days ago, or a blog they released a few days ago. No. It was the update that was talking about turning the pins, the activity of the pins on and off, which to me leads me to think that they're going to be coming out with a product that uses those pogo pins. So covering them is going to be an important thing. If you're not using them, that is. Yeah, I'm super proud of it. I'm super happy with the way it came out. The support. So let's talk about the supports that I mentioned earlier. So the problem I was having with, and the big thing about supports, whoa. The big thing about supports is, these parts, right? Okay, so you can see the adhesive a little bit better right here. So this is the points I have adhesive on the black one. You can see it a lot better. This is one that was done without the new setting, so it's not as refined looking as the TPU one. This is PETG right here, and PETG is super brittle. It's firmer but brittle. And see, I was just talking about how brittle the prongs are. Yeah, that's why I stopped using this material right here, because the prongs are so brittle. Bam. That wouldn't happen to the new one with the TPU I'm using. Not TPU, but I think that's PLA. Yeah, I'm using PLA for the other one. This is PETG, super strong, like stronger, holds its shape better, but super brittle. But the reason I started using supports is because of the hooks right here. They would start to get misshapen because of the overhang. It's very slight overhang right here, but there is some overhang. Supports help with that. Not only did it help with the overhang here, it helped this part right here stay the shape that it is. I found that when I wasn't using supports, the end here, the tip, would get a little bit of a ball of material there. And that would make it hard to go into the slots, and that led to a lot of prongs breaking off as well. Me trying to get them into the hole that they wouldn't fit in because there was a bit of a ball on top of each of the prongs. But with supports, that never happened. They were shaped perfectly after that. So yeah, just learned a couple things. Just learning a couple things about 3D printing. Trying to get that information out there. Like I said, I did a write-up in the Discord about 2 settings I think are super important that I figured out. Check that out if you're interested in 3D printing, for sure. Let's go to the chat real quick. BM says, I want one of those. That's cool. I'm glad you do, BM. I'm hoping a lot of people want them. This is something, I make things that I like. You know, if someone else likes it too, good. I'll make it so that I can make more of them to share. But yeah, I think it's super cool. I think it feels super. I was so excited the night when I finally got this print down right, and it sat in perfectly. I figured out the adhesion perfectly. It just, everything came together one night a couple of days ago. Viwoods AI Paper Update version 3.6 came in 2 weeks ago. Jack Betts. I saw that. Oh, we talked about that. We talked about that on the live, Jack. I brought that up. We talked about the features that it added. We even went to the site and talked about that as well. But I got Viwoods videos coming. It's going to be another 3 weeks or so before the Viwoods videos come. But I do have a whole series of Viwoods things coming. BM as well. Duroc says another way 3D printing is weak along the Z direction, layer lines. If you still have problems with those hooks snapping, might print it on its side. It will require supports, but be stronger. Love it at Duroc. My thoughts exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, I solved the problems with the hook snapping. I went to a different material that was less brittle. So that helped. That probably was the single biggest factor. And then the inlay settings, making it beefier on the print in those spots, or throughout the whole thing really, was a big help as well. So yeah, man, we're learning. Sitting on this, and that's another technique that I'm gonna try to or print it on its side. Like I said, I used to be scared of supports, so I tried to print in a way that wouldn't need them. But now that I've had to use them, I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it takes a little bit more material, takes a little bit more time. But the final product, like all the settings in the 3D printing, if you want a nice looking product, the settings are all designed to make the process slower. So just be prepared. But like I said, I'm willing to wait more time for a better product, and that's what I think I have on my hands right now. Jack Bet said, "This is new. You are talking about 3.55. Oh, did I miss an update? I'm gonna write that down. If I missed an update, I'll check it out, Jack. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm gonna write that down right now. Yeah, I must have missed that update. I look for updates on all my devices every few days or so. I just turn them all on. If I haven't turned them on in a while, and check for updates. I didn't see this though. Awesome. All right. All right, let's go on to the next thing that we have on the list here, which is going to be ChatGPT 4.0 gets image generation. All right, so ChatGPT 4.0 gets image generation, and I mean, I thought it had image generation already. I'm clearly wrong about that, but I thought it did. I could have swore that it did. Unlock the useful, so here we go, introducing 4.0 image generation. Unlocking useful and valuable image generation with a natively multimodal model capable of precise, accurate photorealistic outputs. Try it in ChatGPT. So we can try this, but we're going to look at some examples of this. Listen to the article. No, we don't want to listen to the article. It's 5 minutes. All right, so these are images that it's drawn or made. All right, so this looks good. I thought this was an actual picture. This looks good. Oh yeah, you know what's cool about this? It's showing the person who's taking the picture. That's a nice touch. The reflective whiteboard looks almost too good, so that would have been a dead giveaway to me if I looked at this without knowing. I would at least thought, oh, what's going on here? That looks too good. But that's a good touch. That's a nice touch. Oh, what else we got here? I guess this is the prompt right here. A wide image taking of a wide image taking with a phone of a glass whiteboard. Oh, a glass. No wonder it's super reflective. Okay. In a room overlooking the Bay Bridge. The field of view shows a woman writing, sporting a t-shirt with with 2 eyes, a large open AI logo. The handwriting looks natural and a bit messy, and we see the photographer's reflection. So that was a detail they added, and they put what the text reads. That's cool too. That's cool that you can specify what the text should say. Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking. Meaningful words. Magnetic poetry on a fridge in a mid-century home. Line 1, a picture. Line 2 is worth, line 3, 1,000 words. Okay, I don't know what's going on in that picture. It looks weird. Oh, hold on. It's more to this. Okay. It looks good. I mean, it's highly curated images, right? But it looks good. Oh, Jack Bet says that the new Viwoods is coming in 2 weeks. Oh, it's coming in 2 weeks. My bad. You know what, Jack? My bad, brother. When I first saw that, I thought you said it's been out. I thought your original message said it's been out for 2 weeks, which is why I said that's an update I thought we covered. My bad. I totally misread that. Definitely. I'm going to go check that out. We'll talk about that Friday. We'll talk about it Friday for sure. Well, we can't talk about it Friday unless there are details out about it. Then we'll talk about those. But this picture stuff looks good. Comic strip. Make an image of a 4-panel strip with some padding around the border. It's doing a good job. An infographic explaining Newton's prism experiment in great detail. Wow. All right. No, they didn't even give the details. They just like, listen, add the details yourself. Okay. I like it. All right. So, image generation in ChatGPT. Finally. Okay. I like it. And it's looking good. That's cool too. I don't know why I think that's cool. Oh, Newton, the prism. Oh boy. That's why it's cool to me. I love Isaac Newton. Literally love Isaac Newton. He's one of my favorite people in history. All right, so I think I'm gonna try this. I like this, especially since you can get text. Now that's one thing Gemini gets wrong. Gemini gets the text that you want in a thing wrong all the time in AI generated images. If there's text involved, just don't expect a lot. This sounds like you can explicitly tell it what to put and where. That is super useful, like super useful. So I think I might migrate over from Gemini to GPT if it's free. I'm not paying for this, but if it's free, I'll migrate and try it for like a couple weeks and let you guys know how I feel. Jackbat says new features, third-party cloud integration. Oh, so we're talking about the Viwoods enables one-click synchronization of device files to Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. Allows importing cloud stored files to. Oh, now that's good. Importing cloud stored files from Drive to. Whoa, yeah, I can't wait for it to come out. We may have to talk about that on Friday, chat. We may have to talk about that. Dr. Nerdy says, I love my Viwoods AI paper. Last update allowed me to sync my email to Gmail and my calendar to Google Calendar. That's cool. Next one up with third-party cloud integration will make Viwoods awesome. That, yes, like if I can import and export to Google Google Drive, how good is the handwriting recognition, you guys? What do you think? I haven't tried a lot of that on the Viwoods. What do you guys think about the handwriting recognition? Let me know. All right, let's go on to the next thing we have on the list here, which is going to be Gemini 2. So Gemini 2.5 is out, available for everybody. I'm not sure why this is a big deal. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is for coding. But I do have a demo that we can look at. Let's take a look at it. It says Cosmic Fish Demo. The prompt says create a beautiful interactive PJ5S demo, no HTML. I like fish and nebulae. I couldn't read the rest because it was too fast. I like fish and nebulae. And nebula. Whoa. I like fish and nebula. Show me what the fish are thinking. Okay. Cool. So now it goes into Gemini. It writes that prompt. And Gemini says, I'm thinking. It's thinking. It's thinking. All right. So it looks like it created HTML code. Oh, yeah. It created HTML code. HTML5 code. Runtime code for this particular thing. So it looks like she went to the compiler here, the editor / compiler, and there you have it. We're just giving AI prompts for HTML5 code now. That's nice. I think it's been doing this for a long time, but not this intuitively put, or the steps weren't this intuitive. They streamlined it a lot. Because this has definitely been able, Gemini's, not just Gemini, but I think ChatGPT's been able to do this for a while too. Like I said, it's not as seamless as this process. It looks like the big thing here is they've made that seamless. Gemini is the best. I don't know if Gemini is the best or not. It's good. It may not be the best. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was very interesting. Gemini 2.5. So let's look what we got here. Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental is our most advanced coding model yet. So yeah, this is about coding, and it is state of the art across a range of benchmarks requiring enhanced reasoning. Enhanced reasoning, enhanced coding, natively multimodal, long context. Oh, see, that's what I like. Explore vast data sets with a 1 million token context window. Oh, I love that. That's been the big thing about Claude. Claude's text window has always been bigger than everybody else's. Claude, you could put books into Claude and ask it questions on that. Like we're talking all over a year ago. Gemini's just getting to that point. But yeah, 2.5, is 2.5 free? Let me see. Yeah, free. Yep. So 2.5 is free, and you can use it now. Anyone who's looking to enhance their coding or get some coding help from Gemini AI. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, what else we got here? I think next is the Switch 2 pre-order sale stuff. I know we are. Switch 2 rumors about a not launch day, but a pre-order day. Let's see if we can get to this. Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order date. Get ready for April 2nd at this exact time. Okay, here we go. April 2nd, Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order alerts will go out on April 2nd at around 10 a.m. The shortcut, if Nintendo follows its usual 10 a.m. Eastern time from... Okay, I don't know what they're saying right there. We're tracking the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order date like it's our job at the shortcut because, well, it's kind of is, and it is. Yeah, we won't go into that article. We'll keep our eyes open for April 2nd for pre-orders. I saw a report that said it's going to be about $400 for this. I'm talking $400 for the Switch 2. I think that's more than the Switch 1. But not enough to make it a problem for people, aka self. But it's good. It's gonna be good. Let's go to the chat real quick. Sheen says, I would love to be able to code though. AI. Oh, I would love to be able to code through AI. I have always wanted to code, and this would really help me see where I need to improve by comparison between my code and it. Yeah. This is gonna be good. This is going to be really good. Oh, I am. So yeah, I think this is going to be really cool. We're looking at a summer release probably. That's what this is headed towards. April pre-orders, summer release, June. As soon as the kids get out of school, this is hitting the streets for sure. Doc says, I'm excited about the Switch 2. However, nothing can compete with my Steam Deck. Oh my God. There are a few people who, there are a couple people in the Discord who have Steam Decks. I want one. There are some buttons that Katie Cake showed off in the Discord. And I'm like, I don't have a Steam Deck, but I want one just to put those buttons on it. They look cool. They look holographic, iridescent almost. Very cool looking buttons. But my thought and mind immediately went to, I wonder what rat feet would look like with that kind of mold or color. Or I wonder what the spine would look like if the cushioned part right here was like that translucent color. Oh, you throw a matching pin loop over here. It's coming, by the way. It's coming. I'm hard at work designing that. It's coming. It's going to match. We're going to matching spine loop combo. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. You're not going to want to miss that. All right. What we got in the chat? True. Steam Deck is awesome, but I need my Nintendo. To be honest with you, mobile is going to be where it's at. The Steam Deck is like having a PC in your pocket. The Switch is like having a console in your pocket. I need both. There we go, eInk. See? DeRock says, agreed, Ninja. With all the handheld PC and retro emulators available, the new Switch becomes a harder sell. They'll live and die by their first-party titles. Yes, DeRock. They do live and die by their first-party titles. They don't care about the industry, the first-party titles. They don't care about the industry. They don't care what the industry is doing. They don't care what the industry trajectory. Is that on my mic? Wait, what? That's not. It's on the screen. No, it's not. It's on the microphone. Wait. That hair bothered me. But you're absolutely right. They live and die by first-party titles. The thing is, no one does video games better than Nintendo. I've said it for years. I've said it my whole life. Nobody does gaming better than Nintendo. They make gamings that make you feel something, like right here. You feel it. Sometimes you feel it right here and right there. That's not good. When you feel it there, you need to go to the hospital. But sometimes you do feel it there, and you gotta have to roll with it. Translucent and matching hits the spot. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. That's the first thing I thought when I saw those buttons. How can we make the Manta so attractive? It's already won design awards. It's already attractive. It's won design awards. It's good to go. We're gonna make it win some more awards. We're gonna make it win some more. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next thing we got up here, which is going to be actually, you know what? Switch to pre-orders. I'm looking forward to it. Let's just say that. I'm super looking forward to it. Let's go on to the next thing we have here, which is Plaud. I'm not sure how many people out there know about Plaud, but in the Discord, everyone was talking, not everyone, but BM was talking about this product. It's a timer. New. I don't know what the name of it was. BM, throw it in the chat if you know, if you can help me. There's a timer that BM threw into the Discord chat. It's just I saw it. It's an eInk. It's a timer. It's a physical timer with an eInk display that you can put places. I mean, it probably does other stuff too, but that's the gist of it. I immediately thought, Plaud can do that. So let's take a look at Plaud. I've been thinking a lot about Plaud, especially after that stopwatch thing. I thought, well, what's the difference between the stopwatch thing? Now I got to find it. I can't keep calling it the stopwatch thing. I can't keep calling it that. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Let's find it. And now I got to go into the eInk this chat or channel. All right, here we go. Oh, where is it at? Oh, there you go. Okay. Half mind reminder. There we go. So this is what was thrown in the Discord. And I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. It's got the eInk screen. It's physical. It's like, you know, it fits in your pocket. Actually, does it fit in your, yeah, it fits in your pocket, but how big is it? It's too big for me to carry around in my pocket. How about that? But I immediately thought, well, Plaud is a lot smaller than this, the pen version anyway, and it can set timers. I thought, well, the only difference is this thing is physical. It can set a physical timer. You don't have to use your phone to set the timer. Whereas Plaud, you know, there's nothing. It's just a thing with a microphone. So you got to do everything through your phone. And so facto, you're pulling out your phone. And this kind of is hoping to prevent you from having to pull out your phone, I guess. It's cool in theory. I'm just like, Plaud does that. But then I thought, like, again, like I just said, it's physical. So you got to use your phone for Plaud. But that got me thinking about Plaud. And so I went to the Plaud site. I'm like, this thing looks interesting. It takes notes. It organizes the notes, or it just copies what you're saying. So it's recording what you're saying. You can use it as a personal recorder, which is one of the things I want. Sometimes I'm in a position where I can't pull out a pen or my phone and I just want to quickly be able to record something. That's the thing. Whoa, what's this? Discord's going crazy here. So, but yeah, I've been wanting one of those for a long time. This could do that for me. And it could also organize those thoughts for me. Because I guess it organizes your thoughts as well. Let's look what we got here. A AI note taker for all professionals. I saw Kit had one of these too. Kit had the flat Plaud though. It's like a wallet-sized Plaud. I wasn't attracted to that, but this I am. Press record and recall. The recall part is where I want to get into on this thing. So I like the fact that it recognizes 112 languages. That's cool. And auto paragraphing. Let's just see that in action here. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, there it is. So it's showing auto paragraphing in action. So it kind of groups people's. If people said something and it was separate conversation or separate instances, and they're all the same person, it just kind of groups those into one thing. I like that. It's. I mean, that's not big in and of itself, right? But I think that if they thought about that, they're thinking about other things too. So that's where my mind goes when I see that kind of thing. AI summaries of what's happened throughout your day or notes that you've given it throughout your day. I love that. I'm really at a point to where AI isn't useful to me if it's not taking my information and then showing me useful ways I can use it or ways that the information is going to be useful to me. You know what I mean? If that makes sense at all. Like, what? Okay, yeah, you got AI. So what? What is it doing for you? Like, that's my thing. And this seems like it's doing that. It's not waiting for you to say, hey, could you group all these conversations into paragraphs if they're from the same person for me? It's not waiting for you to say that. It's just doing it because it's the most sensible thing or most sensible thing to do. It's not waiting for you to say, hey, can you do this with my information and show it to me? It's saying, based on the information I got, I think that if I present this to you, it will be useful. And then it presents it to you in that way. Or maybe the programmers thought, we'll present the information in this way because it's the most useful way to present that information. However it does it, right? It doesn't really matter to me. The fact that it does it, the fact that it takes action on my data is what I want from AI. I don't want to have to learn how to use the AI. I want to get AI that takes my data, does good things with it, and shows me. Or prompts me and says, hey, would you like me to do this with this data? That's what I want from AI. Okay, what else we got here? So search and retrieve what was said. So the fact that it's searchable is like we talk about searchability on eInk devices all the time. What devices are and aren't and to what extent, right? Huge, right? When you're trying to find something you thought about at a certain time during the day, like, okay, let me know what I was talking about or the notes that I recorded at 12 o'clock. All my notes from 1 to 12 or 12 to 1. Things like that. Super useful. Choose the best. Stay ahead. I don't know about that. So it uses ChatGPT 4o and Claude Sonnet. So it uses two really good models. And I think you get to pick which one of those models you use here. Share, export, integrate. I just think this is a really cool tool. And like I said, it was something I started thinking about after seeing that one device this device here in the Discord. I don't know if I use this, but I definitely use that Plaud. This is cool for a use case that I haven't figured out yet, I guess is the problem. Let's go on to the next thing we got here, which is going to be, I think we're done. YouTube and Reddit. Let's check out YouTube and Reddit. Let's see what Reddit has for us, shall we? before we get out of here? See if any news broke while we were on live today that we could talk about. Actually, let's go to the chat before we do that. Sheen says, oh yes, translucent and matching. Okay, we got there. Brian says half minder. Yeah, that was it. Half minder. Half the price. Oh, it's half the price of Plaud. Okay, now that makes a difference. That makes a difference. I didn't see the price on there, but that definitely makes a difference. Look at voice notes. Then I went to BM says, then I went to Plaud. Needed also subscription. Oh yeah. Glad you said that, BM. That's the downside about Plaud. There's a subscription. I knew I had this feeling like, oh, I love it, but why do I have this nagging thing in the back of my mind? The subscription. I can't. Let me connect it to my own AI. No, that wouldn't work either. That's my thing, man. If I'm already paying for AI, and I am, why do I need to pay another service to use that AI? That I don't know. This whole you got to pay us to use the AI you're paying for anyway thing is getting out of hand. It's definitely getting out of hand. All right, let's go ahead and go to Reddit and see what we got here. Can we make this smaller? Ooh, we got a Supernote poll here. What should Supernote development team focus on? Stability and optimizations. I think the Supernote platform is pretty stable. If they could optimize those gestures, that would be cool. That would be super cool. They could optimize those gestures, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Story for another day. I regret buying the folio cover. It's falling apart in just 5 months. Dude, it's just about how you use those covers. People owning the A6X, what is the use case? I'm going to say this. The smaller Supernote is the one I use the most. Work is the use case, bro. Work is the use case. Oh, that's a nice looking setup right there. Who else has that? Oh, Jay has that cool color Lamy. I don't know what color Jay has, but he has one of those. All right, nothing crazy in Reddit right now. Nothing real crazy. Let's look at the hot topics. I don't think there's anything going on Reddit right now. No. We're not going crazy on Reddit right now. Let's see what the YouTubes has got for us. Okay, we got a Voya video. Price trends and best value devices Q1 2025. I'm gonna have to check out Andy Savage's review of the Bambu Lab H2D. I might have to look at that right after the live. No joke. Might have to check that out. I don't know why I like this thumbnail right here. I don't just like this thumbnail. I love the thumbnail. Because it's like it goes right from the thumbnail into a video. It's and he's got a white microphone and a white camera, so I like that. I like white electronics. I wanted an all-white PC. I found everything. I found the white case. I found the white motherboard. I found the white graphics card. I found the white RAM sticks. What couldn't I get that was white? Oh no, I did get everything perfectly. Got the motherboard. The motherboard burnt out on me as soon as I put it in the computer. And that was the only white motherboard I wanted, but I'm like, I can't go with this if this is what's happening to it. So I did all black. But I want all white, for the record. The truth about drone deliveries. Oh, whoa. That's interesting. Get ready for them because they're coming. I mean, they're already happening, but this dude did a video on the H2D. H2 disappointed. Really? I don't know if I trust this guy's opinion, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I trust his opinion. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, nothing real big. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy happening. DJI FPV drones. Is that 4 years ago? Oh yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I think that's it. I think we're good for the day, everybody. I think we're good for the day. I think that's gonna be the show. It's been a slow tech month in March. I think things are gonna start ramping up now that the summer's coming. Is it the chat before we get out of here though? BM says, Dr. Nerdy says, I'm really tired of paying for subscriptions for every device. Plaud is pricey. Yeah, Plaud is pricey, and with the subscription, too much. Plaud, I tried. I dove. I might have had a Plaud hanging around my neck if not for that subscription. I would never hang it around my neck. I would never do that, right? Right? I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would, but never know. But yeah, too pricey. Thanks everyone for joining me. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for all the members. Thanks for all the people in Discord. Thanks for all of the people that are engaging in the chat today. I really appreciate you. Let's get the air horns going for you. You guys are the best. You're the best. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time till kind of whenever. And yeah, that's the live show. Thank you guys for joining me. And until Friday, take care.